Okay, go ahead.
Micah Parsons agrees with Brew. During Micah's football camp, he sat down with Sports Illustrated's Pat Benson and outlined his goals for the upcoming season. In full, it's Super Bowl or nothing, and being the best defensive player in the world. In short, S-Bob. Brew, your reaction. What's that?
I'm waiting for apologies from my...
I thought it was a Hulk Hogan type thing. You want the crowd.
Why? What do you want apologies for?
When I said the Cowboys are S-Bob, y'all mocked me.
Yes.
Like they're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or something. I mean,
They just
the
won a
Cowboys are always S-Bob because Tom Brady was there.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are always S-Bob.
All right.
And Micah has, they are, Nick, they're the
That's not what I'm
Cowboys.
shaking my head
It's
about.
like the Lakers. They're always championship or bust.
Right.
Period. They're the Lakers. Nothing else satisfies.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Micah has come around and is taking my advice. And I'm not even going to focus on Micah. I'm going to focus on the Cowboys. Since they are starting to see things my way, then see this my way. Jerry Jones, take it a step further.
He's going to talk about
And
the Raiders.
end your post-game interviews, end your weekly radio interviews, and then you will be able to go to Micah and say, Micah, we are winning the Super Bowl this year, my man. All I want to focus on is football. And I'm done with my interviews this year. I'm not doing them anymore. And I want you to focus only on football and get rid of your podcast. And I think Micah would do it if Jerry set the example.
I really thought you were going to say embrace the rest, Bob, and get CeeDee Lamb signed and get Micah signed and get but it's the media stuff again. I don't think Jerry's interviews have much to do with whether S-Bob or not. But I am so surprised that this is your reaction. I thought you'd be crestfallen.
Here's where it sets the tone. Crestfallen?
Yeah,
Why?
crestfallen. Wilds.
That he agrees with?
Wilds, right after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. What was before he had even gotten on the plane to Disney World, what was the one and one only tweet Patrick Mahomes sent out?
Oh, never a doubt.
Never a doubt.
You got a tattoo.
Do you think I would have been on here preening about that if he had tweeted out, I have no doubts? It kind of, or whatever. I don't know. Oh, the quote's on there. He said, it's Super Bowl or nothing.
Yep.
Now, I'm not an acronym expert,
Yeah,
but I don't think it says S-Bon above it.
No.
Says
Like
he
French.
had the perfect opportunity, Brew, and he said, you know what? Even if I agree with this man, I'm not giving him the satisfaction.
Can I jump in here?
Yeah.
This is the problem.
Okay.
Attention to detail.
Oh, yeah.
Penalties, silly plays, not being
That's a good
focused
take,
when it
Wild.
comes playoff time.
Yeah.
Not S-Bob. It's S-Bob. That's the difference between winning and losing.
That's a good take. That's a good take. But here's the thing. See, it's about the spirit, not the letter. Okay? Like, remember when David Stern eliminated like half the Knicks team?
Yeah.
Because Patrick Ewing was 50 feet away, just wandering on the court. He should have let the spirit of the rule dictate the terms, not the letter.
Got it.
And I'm about the spirit, not the letter. And Micah, so we good.
Okay.
I love the
Micah's like
spirit
that,
of the
I'm like
law
that.
argument. You went back to an old David Stern, Patrick Ewing wondering.
The 90.
Fully focused shows this week. 3.5. We've got 4 hours, about 5.5 hours of TV. We're going to deliver to you.
How did you mess that math up to?
3,
It's 5.
4.5, 5.
Math
Count
even.
content time.
Okay, got it.
Not counting commercial time or promos.
Yeah.
It's first things first. We're back today. The Chiefs bulletin board also back off vacation.
Wow.
One executive making their debut. Also, maybe a fellow media member. I'm not sure. We discussed it.
Maybe.
That kind of goes against the rules and spirit of the program. But
Greenberg wouldn't mind.
meanwhile, All-Star game tonight on Fox. Coverage starts at 7. A-Rod joins us to talk about Judge, Ohtani, Soto, and my guy, Paul Skeens. I put in a claim on Paul Skeens.
Do you think he's mad at you on behalf of Anthony Edwards, since Anthony Edwards is mad at you?
Paul Skeens, no.
No.
And finally, Micah Parsons finally agrees with Brew. Oh, he's dropping the podcast? No. But he thinks the Cowboys are S-Bob.
Does he?
Of course they are.
I'm Kevin Wilds alongside Nick Wright.
Welcome to the party.
Brew, Are you happy that Micah now believes the Cowboys are also S-Bob?
He's listening to the show, which I'm happy with.
Listening or
And,
a good
it's
podcast?
gonna help him out this year.
Watching it all or just listening?
Well, watching and listening.
Look how brown my hair looks. Wow.
I know.
Nobody
Something about that salt water. It's that gray right now.
This guy.
Feeling
Salt
good.
water
See
with
you
hair
guys.
dye.
I miss
Okay.
you guys a lot.
I wish I could say this. We start with Jeremy Fowler's yearly survey of executives, coaches, and scouts, which has delivered a few bombshells here. Top 10 QB list. Mahomes at number 1, but not unanimous. More on that in a second. Joe Burrow, Allen, Lamar, the reigning MVP, who I don't know is 60-23
Respect
all
on
time.
my guy Matt Stafford's name. How about that? It's right where he was in the mountain, too.
Overrated.
Okay.
Who's saying that? Josh Frisky. Herbert, Stroud, Aaron Rodgers hasn't thrown for you.
Interesting list.
Goff, and then finally Dak. So we'll start with Dak at 10. Here's his stats last year for being the 10th best quarterback in the league.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't see any 10s on there. So, Dak too high, too low, or just right?
Brew, I truly don't know where you're going to stand on this. We never talked before the show, but we also haven't talked in 10 days. Bruce been.
I've been
You were on the
gallivanting.
island.
This
that
is,
nice,
so I'm
pretty
curious
tan.
what you're going to say, but I think this is basically the exact right spot for Dak. Even if I might have a couple guys who were behind him ahead of him and a couple guys who were ahead of him behind him. You know what I mean? Like but I think 10th best quarterback in the league is almost exactly right, especially because it seems like rookies were ineligible for this list. So if you're really high on Caleb like me or Jaden or Drake or whomever.
I don't know if they were ineligible. I just don't know if anyone's putting Caleb top 10.
Well, no, I don't think I mean.
You want Drake May top 10?
No, I
maybe?
don't think any rookie has ever, when they've done this,
Yeah, nobody's
gotten top 10 votes. So they're de facto ineligible.
Yeah.
So, and that's why this is such a tough spot for Dallas, bro. Because he's clearly not in there's the Mahomes tier,
Right.
then there is that tier right beneath it, which I think we all kind of agree on mostly who's in that. Lamar is in it, Josh Allen's in it, Burrow's in it. And he's clearly also better than guys like Baker or Kirk post Achilles, I think. I would say Tua in that, but I know we don't have to argue about it. He is somewhere in that meaty middle of good. And you love that quarterback on a rookie deal. You're fine with that quarterback on a good deal. And you're terrified of that quarterback on the highest, being the number 1 paid guy in the league, which is the spot Dallas finds themselves in. But as far as the actual pen to paper rankings, about 10 to me, Brew, is exactly right.
Yeah, I'm not mad at your analysis of that. I think there are a group of 7, 8 guys or so that are, any given year will go from 8 to 15 or whatever.
Correct.
Here are the 6 that are on that list behind Dak that you might want to argue. Someone might want to argue for. Tua, Jordan Love, Cousins, Jalen Hurts, Trevor Lawrence, and Brock Purdy.
Yes.
And I'm going to kind of compare each one to Dak. Tua, just no. Just no. I'm not putting him ahead of Dak.
Just no.
I mean, just first of all, okay, 1 healthy season in 4 years, and can't beat any good teams. 1-6 against playoff teams,
and
then
God forbid
a brisk
chilly.
win. A brisk win. It'll be a little bit
the
chilly,
wind is okay
and
with
you're
the
done.
chilly.
All right, so Tua's out.
Correct.
Jordan Love, only half a year of great production.
True.
All right, so let's just see a little more. I think I will say this.
You like Love more than Dak, but you haven't seen enough?
Yeah, but I just want to see a little more.
That's fair.
Okay.
I think this year, Jordan will move ahead of Dak. So this season, at some point this season. Kirk Cousins, you said he's 36, he's coming off the Achilles, and he has a similar problem to Dak, but probably even worse.
Exactly
Just hasn't been able to win big games, but is even worse in primetime games. Jalen Hurts, 1 great year out of 4, though.
I thought you would have Jalen ahead of Dak.
Yeah, I mean,
You like Jalen more than you like Dak.
I get like he's only had 1 great season.
Yeah.
And you can say the first one he wasn't really a starter.
Yeah.
But 3 seasons he's had 1 great season.
He has to get penalized for the supernatural funk as well.
It wasn't really his fault though.
Well, he wasn't the solution to the supernatural funk.
Well, he will be this year. Watch.
Okay.
All right. So Jay, Trevor hasn't been great. Can we agree? Hasn't been great since college.
Trevor
so
doesn't
I'm not saying
deserve to be ahead of Dak.
Right. You can't put. I mean, really, he hasn't been great since college.
Much like Jalen Hurts, 1 great year.
Right.
Yes.
Then the one guy, Brock Purdy.
Oh, this guy.
And
we're
look,
gonna do
We're
Brock
going to do a
Purdy
whole
just-
Purdy thing.
just-
No, we're going to do a whole
we're
Purdy
doing
thing.
a whole Purdy
I got a lot of Purdy
I know,
stuff.
but Purdy is coming up.
I got a lot of Purdy stuff.
A3.
I got more.